In Portland, Oregon, there are many types of people living in one urban area. I questioned the look of the worn-down house of my psychic on my first visit, but since then I have been unable to pull myself away from it in the years since that first visit. A typical 30-minute session cost me $65, and it is well worth the price. My last visit was extraordinary, leaving me shaken to the core. I visited January 1st, 2019 to start my new year on the right path. I walked in and approached the nearly 400-pound man, who I felt spiritually bonded with. Upon every visit, I was greeted by his cigarette smoke. After years of wonder, I finally questioned him on why he began smoking. His answer only left me with more questions. He explained to me as he walked down a narrow, poorly lit hallway to his main study, that the spirit channels are restless. Earth is changing and the spirits are looking for asylum. There are spirits out there trying to hijack his body and use it to do harm on the human civilization. Natural disasters are bound to happen as the spirits and humans collide, and the cigarettes poison his body, allowing him to be more grounded with Earth. I sat down in the chair and watched my psychic take his seat. He began the process of spirit channeling. He closed his eyes and entered his trance-like state. My first question to him that day was, how will I receive a warning on the upcoming natural disasters that are bound to happen because of the Earth's changes? He began mumbling to his spirit guide deep in the cosmos. He warned me that all things come in threes. Some signs are not as obvious as others, but all must be considered relevant. Something as simple as a flat tire, or a gut feeling that something is not right. I sat in silence and thought back on any signs I could have encountered that day. With these signs in my head, my next question to him was, when am I going to die? The deepest and hardest truth of my life was revealed at that moment. Once a time and date are set, there is no escape. Destiny will find a way, and when the time has come, there is nothing to do but accept it. He could not tell me when my time is up, but gave me an example of death's cruel jokes. A man was told that on November 5th, 2017 at 5:06 p.m. he would receive fatal injuries in a car accident on his way home from work. Trying to avoid his ultimate demise, the man took 2 weeks off of work and drove to a cabin in the woods to enjoy quality time with nature, and this was an attempt to outrun his destiny. On November 5th, 2017 at 5:06 p.m. the man was outside cooking dinner over a campfire when a bear came from the woods and mauled the man. I still wondered when my time was up, but I decided to make the most of every moment since I knew death is inevitable. With my gears still spinning from his story, I asked my final question. Exactly what events will we be expecting with the Earth's changes in progress? With an ear-curdling yell, my psychic zoned back in and looked me in the eyes. He said there will be 3 key indicators that the end is approaching. The first being World War III. The Third World War will be due to a broken peace treaty with North Korea happening sometime in spring of this year. The second was the discovery of Planet X, which will astound scientists and humans of all ages for years after its discovery. The third and final warning is that there will be a shift in Planet X that causes Earth to experience large amounts of volcanic eruptions, seismic activity, and disasters all throughout the globe, and hurricanes that will also knock power out for months at a time. He did not provide me with the dates for the last 2 events, but he gave me a rough date for the first event. I left the house in a hurry and began to prepare for the end. I could not let this knowledge go unshared. I am sharing this story with you, then continuing on with my preparations. Names are not important in this matter. What matters now is human survival.